What's good everybody on YouTube? Back with another sneaker video. Today we're taking a look into the Nike Air Presto. As a model, I have two examples here. We have the off-white Presto, and then we have the Acronym Presto, both designed by arguably two creators that created previously in the last 2 years probably shoe of the year. Back in 2016, a lot of people were saying that the original trifecta of Acronym Prestos was shoe of the year for them. For me back then, I didn't really like the shoe. The more I saw it over time, the more I was like, okay, I'm really liking this shoe and I really want to try it out. But unfortunately, the resale price just skyrocketed. So I never got a chance to try it out until now with the newest collaboration, which I'm extremely happy with this shoe. I see why people say they give this shoe praise. It's a very functional shoe. I'll go over some of the features of the shoe or each shoe later on in the video, but then we also have the off-white Presto that originally released with the original 10, back in 2017. And a lot of people said that the Presto was the best one out of the pack. And the more I see the original 10 in person, the more I agree with that sentiment. The Presto is probably the nicest out of the pack. To me, it's probably one of the most wearable. It's not super in your face, but at the same time, it is kind of like a subtle shoe. The black with the cream hits and the different color laces. Then you fast forward to 2018, where we have this release. We have the black pair and the white pair from the polar opposite. Unfortunately, I don't have the black pair, but I do have the white pair, and we're going to be using these in comparison, essentially. Now, if you're not into shoes, it's kind of weird that these are literally the same shoe, just two different creatives' interpretation of a shoe, essentially. So you have the Acronym that's more functional, whereas you have the off-white, which is more for fashion. It's a little bit more abrasive. You have a lot of what Virgil did essentially was give you a prototype-esque looking shoe, whereas Errolson Hugh went for more of a functional, more tech wear, and it kind of speaks to the ethos of both artists in a sense, because Acronym, if you look at Acronym's, the line of Acronym, very technical tech wear, very like modern day ninja-esque. And you have off-white, which is loose, sometimes unfinished garments, luxury. And I think both these shoes speaks to their brand's legacy, to say the least. But the question I wanted to ask the viewers is, which one is better to you? Which one kind of is your go-to? So for me personally, shout out to my wife, I'm using her pair. For me personally, I'm going with the Acronym Presto, just because functionality wise, this shoe is just it's very nice to have. Like, for a winter shoe, this is perfect. This is my favorite colorway out of the three. We have the black and cool gray. I think before this video drops, I'll have a quick look with these. I do plan on taking the cage off and this the print. Not a huge fan of it. It pays homage to the whole like Presto Corporation and the Acronym chevron, but I do have a lot of little flaws on the cage. I don't know if you can tell, but like there's like the cage is already kind of rubbing off. But quality wise, these are a very sound shoe. I know there's been a lot of quality issues. For instance, the cage is kind of like some people's pair, the cage is like leaning like this. But besides all that, I understand why this shoe has a cult following like it does. Functionality wise, just the subtle hits that just elevate the shoe. You have the leather lining, leather insole. I went over this in my quick look that I'm gonna put out, but it's just a perfect shoe, and it looks good. It just looks phenomenal on foot to me. So don't be surprised if this is like on top, like shoe of the year for me personally. But the off-white is no slouch. The off-white Presto, I had the white pair, got rid of them for the Prestos, for the Acronyms. It's a comfortable shoe as well. Like just the Presto in general, and this is coming from a person that I didn't really like the Presto as a model at first. I like the different iterations, but not so much the model itself. The OG model is a little too just kind of sock darty to me. I really like what Virgil and Errolson did with their respective collaborations. Virgil just hit it out the park as well. All the subtle details, the fact that he kind of reversed the material, kind of flipped it over. The swoosh that's out of like nowhere, like the air, just like all the different characteristics in this shoe that he put. And it's not overwhelming. It's very subtle with the Presto. So, but yeah, like I said, which one's your go-to? What's your favorite Presto? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and more content. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, where I post all my latest pickups first. And that is @Teddy_Bomber. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.